Hello everyone and welcome to Panda Talks Football. So I'm your host Panda and we just had another incredible match of the Euro 2024 between Turkey as well as Portugal, which definitely Cristiano Ronaldo's Portugal won quite easily on an aggregate of 3-0. This game also means that Portugal have qualified for the knockout stage of the Euro 2024 quite easily on the first place of their group. This was actually a very funny matchup in my opinion. I was just thinking, who are Real Madrid fans going to support in this match? Because on one side there is their self-proclaimed GOAT, and on the other side there is a rising teenage sensation of Real Madrid, which somehow they think is at the level of Lamine Yamal. Well, anyways, if I had to talk about the game, well, the people from the Turkey, all the fans of the Turkey national football team, they are very concerned and are always claiming that robbery, robbery. Well, I understand the pain of Turkish fans because when you see Jesus Gil Manzano leading the line of the referees in a match, all of a sudden you cannot feel secure. Another disastrous display. Although he wasn't the main man, but he was the part of the refereeing committee. But other than the fourth official, talking about this German referee, I would only say that he was actually disastrous as well, equally disastrous. The moment I see a single foul, he just started to give the yellow card. And when there were the instances of the penalty on the both sides, he was just quiet. But these referee mistakes are actually normal in football. Me being a Barcelona fan in the La Liga, I can understand it better. But let's talk about the match. First of all, I would say that in the first half, both of the teams were really poor. Really poor. I have to say that Turkey, they gave the match themselves because Portugal were nowhere near their best. With the kind of potential they have in their hand, they were nowhere near their best. The only player who performed today, in my opinion, it was Bernardo Silva. A good game, not even near his best, but it was a goal which fell into his feet. He scored a wonder strike. That is one of the reasons he has got such a higher rating and a man of the match award. Other than that, he was not incredible, just good. The fullback, I must say, this man is generational. The stats are not going to show you how incredible this guy is, both in attack, fence. And we also have to talk about Cristiano Ronaldo, man. All he did throughout the match, his only contribution was getting ready to shout for the penalty in case Bernardo Silva misses his shot. In the second goal, in the misplaced pass by the Joao Cancelo, he actually stopped running, and that somehow the defenders of Turkey got confused and they gifted an on goal. Well, in my opinion, that was one of the worst goals in Euro, one of the worst on goals I've seen in Euro. Horrible mistake from the Turkish backline. And finally, it was a scientifically impossible assist given by Cristiano Ronaldo due to his unselfish attitude, where he gave it to Bruno Fernandes and he scored. But he still had quite a few of chances. His first stretch, I do not know what happened to Ronaldo. His first stretch was not up to the mark. He was missing the ball way many times. Even Pedro Neto second half gave it to him into a plate, but he could not control the ball himself. But other than that, regarding the left wing of the Portugal national team, I think that Rafael Leao was so poor in this match. He should have done better. Not near his best. Misplaced many of the things other than that one goal. He had no other contribution in this match. Just at the end of the first half, the coach replaced Rafael Leao with the Pedro Neto, and man, he was phenomenal in this match. Had it not been some disastrous positioning and ball control by the Ronaldo, he would have got some assists and he was a strong contender for the man of the match award. I will expect the coach Roberto Martinez, as they do not have anything to lose in the third match. He should actually try Pedro Neto as a starter in the third match of Portugal against Georgia, because they need to sort something out. This lineup of Portugal is not connected. They're more sort of selfish individuals, all looking for their own goal. It is actually the weak teams like Turkey and Georgia against whom they have qualified. They have won with ease. In the next thing, Portugal is going to face the reality. There's going to be a big reality check for Portugal, and I'm saying it right now. Mark my words. In the round of 16, I mean. And finally, we have to talk about Turkish national team as well. Man, there was seriously a very controversial decision by the coach of benching both of their young sensations, Arda Güler as well as Kenan Yildiz on the wings. He tried to go for an experienced lineup, but he also had to understand that it was the experience score of Barcelona in 2020 which lost 8-2 against Bayern. Experience isn't the only thing which is necessary to win you matches. It also has to depend upon the quality, and I do not think that actually experience should be weighed above the quality. Even if a player is 16 years old, if he had the necessary quality, he should play, as we have seen in Spain, and you can also see the excellence of that team. And for the Turkish national team, I was really surprised, like their backline was so trash. They were so poor in the defending, one of the worst defensive performances I've seen in this Euro so far. Turkish backline, I've seen one of their defenders had one of the worst nights of his career. That number 4 centre back, his name is Samet Akedin, I think. First he scored an own goal, then he was disastrous in the defense as well, and finally the man got injured as well. Well, I think that is actually a good news for Turkey because they have a centre back like Meri Demiral to replace him, and I would expect the coach to please play Demiral instead of that number 4 defender. I'm talking about the number 3 centre back. He was actually quite good. Pedro Neto was cooking the Samet Akedin throughout the second half, and then Demiral came and he shut him down completely. But the main concern for Turkey was actually benching Arda Güler. Even after being a rival fan, I have to appreciate the greatness of this young talent, man. He was so good, so good. He came into the 78th minute, and I can clearly say that his contribution into the match was clearly more than entire of the Turkish team alone. In those 20 matches, he did more than all combined Turkish team did in the other 90 minutes. What has the other players even done? The only player who had certain the slightest of the impact in the Turkish team was number 7 Karim Aktürkoğlu. Aktürkoğlu did make some impressive runs and his dribbling stats were actually good. Playing him instead of Yildiz was actually understandable, but benching Arda Güler, he was the standout performer in the last match, and the way coach benched him actually a fruit of that bad decision. I would expect the Turkish national team, for all the Turkish fans watching my video right now, there's nothing to take to the heart because you guys still have a lot of things to win. You have lost nothing, you still have a match to go, and in that match you only need to play Arda Güler and Meri Demiral in this lineup, and this team can do wonders. You guys can still qualify against the Czech Republic team, which is going to come with all strength because they also want to qualify for it. It is going to be an interesting matchup there. I'd be there to watch that. Well, anyways, that was all for today. Thank you, and if you liked the video, please subscribe to this channel.